Good Sunday morning, YouTube, and today we're going to go through some Speculation Sunday. So, as we know, Battle Legends out at the end of July, and up until now we don't really know what's in there besides a few of the Jump promotion cards being reprinted. We are aware that we're going to get the Jim Cook fusion cards for the Fossil deck that's coming out. I think we're getting the Numeron cards in this as well. I thought originally we were going to receive those in Rise of the Duelist, because Rise of the Duelist for the TCG has an extra 20 cards in compared to the OCG, but we're going to cover them as well just in case they are showing up. I'm also going to cover the Applicator monsters, because they've just turned up randomly in this, and I think that's worth showing. I'm going to ask you guys to do me a big favour. I put a lot of effort into this video, a lot more than I normally do. Normally I'll put like maybe half an hour to 45 minutes doing a little bit of research, going through a few things, seeing what I think's interesting. Some days, half an hour, some days an hour. Today, I've done about 3 hours of research. I've done about including editing, including terrible looking designs, whatnot, but I had to do a lot of work today. So if you please could like, comment, subscribe, it'd be great. Even share. I don't ever ask to share. If possible, before we know what's coming out, I'd love this to be my first 1,000 viewed video. We got very close with the Speculation in 2 and Chaos. I believe we were 986 views. So yeah, if we could finally get one video to 1,000 views, that would make me very happy. As yeah, a lot of work went into this one, a lot more work than anything else I've done so far on the channel. But we'll see you in the video. Hopefully we get to see. Hopefully you guys get to see some things that you like, and some prices may come down on some of those promo cards. So I thought I'd just do a little refresher about what we're going to be getting with this pack. So product title is Battle of Legends Armageddon. It's a booster pack type, as we are getting boxes coming very shortly. Its set size has not been announced yet. That's kind of an issue at this point. We're 4 weeks away, and we're not going to sort of figure out what's going to go on in these packs. Official launch is the 23rd of July. I do believe I'm working this day, so I will sadly not be getting it and opening it on the day. I will obviously get home, record, put it on YouTube, but we shall see what happens, as my last couple of Yu-Gi-Oh! Views haven't been very good with pulls. But that's probably to do with the fact it was 3 days late, and unless you're a big Yu-Gi tuber, people generally don't care if you've opened packs. Even if you pull, even if every single pack you open probably had a collector's rare in there, so be like, yeah, whatever. It's very different to Pokemon, which I find a little bit strange, but there we go. Official tournament legality of using these cards comes out on the same day as the official launch. These are £4 per pack, because obviously it is a Battle of Legends, which is a premium pack type of card. 5 cards per pack. Battle of Legend Armageddon is set for impact this July, unleashing ultimate dueling devastation upon the summer. This all-4 booster set is filled to the brim with never-before-released cards from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Manga and anime series. Powerful tournament-level mainstays. Swords seem the port, and foil upgrades for fan favourites. Here's a glimpse at just some of what you will see. Chaos Emperor, the Dragon of Armageddon, previously only available to those who prove themselves worthy in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Championship Series. Released so all to harness its power, alongside new soldiers for Toon Chaos. You can show what it truly means for Chaos to reign supreme. More legendary dragons descend. Duelists will have a chance to collect Trishula, the Dragon of Icy Imprisonment. Judgment, the Dragon of Heaven. Dark-Armed, the Dragon of Annihilation. And Darkness Metal, the Dragon of Dark Steel. So all of these here were originally Yu-Gi-Oh! Promo cards. As you can see, we'll be going through some of these in a minute, seeing what their price ranges are, and possibly why they decided all of a sudden to do it. And I'm going to tell you now the reason why is because they've stopped doing the Yu-Gi-Oh! Shonen Jump promotional stuff in America. I'm not sure if the magazine is finished or if they just stopped doing the promos. I think it might be both. Not being an American, I haven't really been following things when basically can't affect anyone outside of America, which is why we look at some of these. It's all like American printings because they don't have a European printing of Shonen Jump, and I think a lot of the Americans who were actually sending them over to this country, well, England, stopped doing it in something like 2011, 2012. They didn't want to print, they didn't want to post them overseas because they were losing so much money on the postage. But yeah, there we go. In an incredible discovery, Jim Crocodile Cook fossil cards from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX have been unearthed. Summon an ancient level 8 fusion monster that can attack twice and steal a monster from your opponent's graveyard. But that's not all. If your fossil monster is destroyed, the fossil fusion spell card you need use to summon it can add itself back to your hand to summon again. So this card is like, it's great. It's a fantastic fusion card. Possibly a good chance it's going to get banned, because all the good fusion cards get banned. So, looking at you. Brilliant fusion. What else got banned? Didn't, like, one of the Shadell ones get banned as well for a long time? Another shot at tournament powerhouses like Artifact Sanctum and Chimeratech Megafleet Dragon. So this card, like, I think when they say this, they mean, like, obviously it has tournament play. And I know this at one point was used in tournaments because it was very good at just gobbling up other people's cards. But this has like 3 printings already. This isn't like a super duper rare card that you can't find on the market. It got to the point where it was getting ridiculously brought out at one point, but now it's sort of settled again. Chimeratech Megafleet Dragon, a long time ago, was very expensive, but has generally been sort of like very flat on the market for quite a long time. But it does only have the 1 printing, so I understand why they want to reprint. Yep, so that's that. Theme support like Madolche Anjelly and Black Whirlwind. Anjelly makes a lot of sense. It got brought out quite a few times, I believe, as people now again want to play Madolche. So obviously we just got reprinted some of the other Madolches. I think we had the Madolche support recently with Salon. I think that might be an Echo. Don't quote me on that. I don't know if that was a reprint, if that was just support. So it makes sense. This card's quite expensive for what it is. It does have 2 other printings, but again, you know, it's been years. People hold on to things like this. And Black Whirlwind. Black Whirlwind has 6 other printings. I don't understand why this card needs a reprint for number 7, but people have asked for it, I guess. Foil upgrades to fan favourites like Mecha, Phantom Beast O-Line, and Dragon Buster Destruction Sword. This only has 1 printing in a rare. Definitely needs it. A lot of people are thinking this is going to get banned soon, and it could do. But if you've got to push a box out, you at least push the box out and then you ban it. Yeah, you got to use that brain. And then Dragon Buster Destruction Sword. 2 printings, both commons. So yeah, this getting an ultra rare print is going to look nice. I say now, I didn't bother buying the common for my dragon deck because I didn't want to pay like £3 or £4 at the time when they were getting, like, you know, Rivers cards, like bigging it up and showing everyone like how the things work, because that's where I kind of learned like a lot of the dragon stuff from. And yeah, so like I don't want to pay the price, and that's going to end ultra rare in this set. So those people who paid like 2, 3, 4, I think I've seen people say they paid £5 or £6 for this card. They're gonna feel a bit stupid now. But we didn't know this was getting printing until a lot longer than this one. We knew this was getting reprinted like in January. I think we knew about this one in like March, because this has been updated at some point. But yeah, that's what we know so far. But with a little bit of ingenuity, we'll be speculating on this goddamn thing. So we have Chaos Emperor, the Dragon of Armageddon. Super expensive card. Again, it's a championship card. It makes sense. Prize card. Prize cards are expensive for that reason. And you know, they do the same thing with a lot of the other prize cards, where they'll reprint them in a lower rarity. Apparently this is super rare if you buy it, if you get the prize card version. That's scary, because this is at least going to be a ultra rare. In all fairness, I'm going to presume this is going to be a secret rare. But yeah, I think you can play this one. I think it's one of the very few prize cards you can actually play. Darkness Metal, the Dragon of Dark Steel. A little bit pricey. Yeah, don't happen there. Again, it's a good, I believe, generic dragon. Yeah, 2 effect monsters, the same type of attributes. A lot of the dragons and the dragon links. I think this can possibly even be used like thunder dragons. It might not be great, but I think it can be used. Yeah, prices are a little bit up and down, but we know we're already going to get at least a reprinting in Ultra. Personally, I think this is going to be a secret rare. I think all the promo cards are going to be secret rares, just to make it a bit more valuable in terms of rarity. Trishula, the Dragon of Icy Imprisonment. A great card. Like, really is a good card. There's a reason why it's an expensive card, because collectors want it, and it's a really good card. But yeah, I'm going to presume this is going to be a secret rare. I think this will drop the price of this card, and I think they'll sit sort of like side by side in prices for a while. Judgment, Dragon of Heaven, again, not a massively expensive card. I don't think many people were using this anyway. I think this is essentially more of a collector's card. When the secret rare comes out, there's a good chance this card will go and drop down in price, because the few people that wanted it obviously aren't going to buy it anymore. And we'll go from there. But yeah, if you are looking at actually getting yourself some, just for collection purposes, I would recommend just keeping an eye on the prices. They have been slowly coming down over the year, so you know, maybe you can get yourself a bargain when the actual set drops. Dark Armed, the Dragon of Annihilation. Again, another shown jump promo. Little bit sort of like mid-range expensive. It's like one of sort of the lower, higher price ones. I don't know if that makes any sense, but definitely one of the higher price promos from this set. I've never heard anyone ever use this card, mind you. I don't know if it's in any deck profiles. I don't know if it's just like a flavour card someone likes. Maybe someone's got like a spare like side deck spot and they put it in there just for some like, you know, little flavour. But yeah, it's a generic 7, and I believe the Red Eyes deck will be somewhat of a generic 7. So you get yourself this out, you get yourself like Red Eyes Dragoon out. There you go. You've got some big powerhouses, and see if you can beat over you. Dragon Buster Destructor, as I already said, there's 2 prints of this, both in common. There you go. Price on this currently isn't too bad, but obviously you're paying a postage, which will make this like a £4 €4 card. This is when you want to be looking at the ultra rare. So when the ultra rare comes out, prices of this will either just tank, or they'll just literally sit where they are, because people think, you know, ultra rare is probably going to go for like £2 or £3, £4, £5, £6, maybe 10, depending on like how people are just like throwing out there. If it gets short printed, if you're looking at like 1 per box, that's when people are going to be looking like that. But I think most people literally want one of these anyway, and they'll just spread it through their own decks. Mecha Phantom Beast Lion. Currently quite an expensive card. Only has the 1 printing. I say expensive. It's expensive for a rare. You know, it's like Cross Sheep. But yeah, printing rare. Only printing in Primal Origins. Now it's going to be coming out in the Battle of Legends. It's going to be spicy meatball. It will hopefully, well, it's going to be ultra rare. I don't think it'll be a secret. It'll be very strange if it's a secret rare. But yeah, so for those of you who want to pimp out your decks, get a cracking, boys. Black Whirlwind. Again, I don't think this will be a secret rare. This is highest rarity already in the Legendary Collection 5Ds Mega Pack. I think we're just going to get another printing in ultra rare. I don't think we'll see a secret rare. It all depends on how many secret rares we get per box. Not per box, per the set. If they are obviously in a situation where it's like, well, we have 20 secret rares and we have 60 ultras and we just need to shuffle things around a bit, then maybe they will, because it will have its highest rarity then. But these, it has like basically 1 rarity of everything underneath ultra, and it's not like hard to get hold of. It's just I think the ultras were starting to get a little bit more pricey. Normally when you see cards getting like around about the 5 or 6 mark and they do start to stay in that price range, Konami kind of looks at the cards and goes, that's not a rare card. We kind of need to tweak those numbers and drop down a bit. You know, Yu-Gi-Oh is meant to be a game for everyone, which is really not. When you short print things, come on, you know you short print things. Don't do this to us. As we said, Anjelly has 2 printings, both in ultra rare, and you are looking sort of around about this this price range. It will have a 3rd, presumably in ultra. I don't think this will be a secret rare. If it is, fantastic for you Madolche players out there. Definitely pick out that deck then. But yeah, I think you're gonna get a 3rd ultra rare. Those obviously who are after it will like thank the Lord that it's coming down. It definitely will be a bit cheaper than this. You're probably looking around about the 12 to 15 mark, because you're not going to have the same price range as these, as this is averaging around about, well, I have no idea what's happened to card market today. But yeah, there's like no Englishes on the market besides the first one, and that is a unlimited. So there you go. So you are going to be definitely looking at a possible jump in price of 15. But we shall soon see how common it is. If you get a play set per box, then you're probably going to be looking at a lot cheaper, but I think they'll probably have it like 2 per box, and that's when you're going to start price gouging people. Chimeratech Megafleet Dragon. It's already an ultra rare. I can definitely see this being one of the weird secrets they're going to have in this box. Like I said, if they have a lot of secrets, they want like the ratio of like 1 to 3, then you can definitely see this being an ultra secret rare. I think it'll look great in secret rare personally. Does it need to be a secret rare? No, but I think it'll look great. So look into it, I guess. But yeah, see, prices aren't terrible on this card. Prices are relatively good. I know at one point this was going for like 10 to 15 because it was 1 printing and people liked it because it's a bit of a degenerate card. But no, I think it did need a reprint. It's definitely deserved. And then there's this. It already has a secret rare from another Battle of Legends. I don't think they will reprint it in a secret rare. It's very strange. But it also has 2 prior ultra rare printings. And again, so I think we're going to get ourselves a 3rd ultra, which will drop the price down on these cards. These cards currently aren't massively expensive. Not so long ago, these were going for like 20 to 30 because there was a couple of buyouts on these, so it made sense then. I don't know what high spike is. High spike here is 15. That was early this month. I can't go back any further. but I think around about like February and March, just before the lockdown, we were hearing these were getting bought out for like 20, 25, 30. So it's understandable why Konami was probably already thinking about reprinting things like this when they get a bit shorter. But before we finish today's video, we're going to go through some extra cards I think will be in the actual set. This is obviously just pricing up of things that are currently available to us and our common knowledge. So I will see you in the next part of the video. So we know we're getting Jim Cook's cards. So we'll be getting the Fossil Dragon Skullgar, we're getting the Fossil Dragon Skullgeus, getting the Fossil Warrior Skull Bones, we're going to get the Fossil Warrior Skull Knight, and we're going to get the Fossil Warrior Skull King. These are the fusion cards. This is the big level 8 that they're talking about. And then these are the little bits extra. So you have Miracle Rupture, we have Time Stream, we have Specimen Inspector, we have Fossil Fusion, and we have Efflorescence. Nice. Is it Efflorescence? Or Efflorescence? If we're only going to get... Oh, what happened there? If we're only going to get 2 cards, I do agree think we're going to get these 2 cards. And I know this looks like ultra rare here, but I would hope for these like spectacular cards we'd get this at least one of these in secret rare, as I think it would look so much better. I hope we get the full set here, or at least like the start of this set here. I expect there's going to be a little bit more support in the future. But yeah, if we get all these ultras, secret, ultra, I think they look great. So I thought originally the Numeron cards were coming out in Rise of the Duelist. Apparently they came out in the Collector's Rarity set, which means they have to come out in Battle Legends according to somebody. So I'm definitely looking forward to these cards. We knew we were going to get the Malefic Dragon here because it was mentioned by someone through Konami when they were on about the Malefic Dragon coming from Season 1. So hope you guys are looking forward to your Malefic Dragon decks at your locals. And I'm looking forward to this to put in my Altergeist, because I said, I think a couple of days before it actually happened, I was like, you know what? This would be like perfect in an Altergeist deck just for how it works. And I think like literally the day or two afterwards, it was like deck profiles up about how to do it. And I was like, called it. And then this to me, if this is coming out in Battle of Legends, I'll be quite happy, because there's just a couple of like good archetypes that are coming out in this set. Like this to me is like Prank Kids 2.0. I don't necessarily think that it's going to be like the same kind of like meta level, because apparently Prank Kids is actually really good at like lower end tournaments. But yeah, I definitely look forward to this. I'll try to make it work, and I'll do a little deck profile if I get all the cards. But yeah, that's that thing. So for now, I believe that's the end of the video. I will say, if we are going to get it, the Fire Flint lady looks fantastic for things like I won't say Element Heroes. I don't think necessarily Element Heroes, but there are a lot of Warriors and Element Heroes, and there are a lot that are under level 4. Going to look very good in things like Noble Knights and Inferno Noble Knights, so I definitely will be looking at those in the coming days and possibly try and add it to the Inferno Noble deck and see how we can shuffle it in to make it actually work a bit better. Looks like a great card to me. There's some Glacier Beasts that aren't Ice Barriers. They are Glacier Beasts themselves, and they don't look that good, in all fairness. They look like filler trash. And I think that's about it. I think we're getting in this set. It could be in Rise of the Duelist. It probably is Rise of the Duelist now I mention it. I think we're meant to be getting Battle Rush support and Rika Fairy support, but I think that might be in Rise of the Duelist as opposed to this, because I didn't see anything in Collector's Rare, so that makes me feel like it might be in Rise of the Duelist. I didn't check that out. But with that being said, thank you for joining me. If you could, please leave a like, comment and subscribe. Also share if you could. I'd like to see this to be my first video to ever reach 1,000 views. It would be fantastic, as we don't know much about the set coming out. But with that, peace out. You go enjoy yourselves a nice Sunday, and hopefully you can have a nice relaxing meal with your family. Goodbye.